But we just have to understand that when a transformational figure enters the fray, you got to pause and then isolate and compartmentalize and give them the love that they're due. And in this case, it belongs to Caitlin Clark.
There's only one that can do what Caitlin Clark did. Bring all those eyes. For pure basketball purists, there's nobody like her.
Caitlin Clark has made WNBA history once again, and this time, she didn't even have to step on the court. Just when it seemed her record-breaking season couldn't get any more impressive, she pulled off something no athlete in recent memory has done. She swept every major Global Athlete of the Year award. From Time's Athlete of the Year to SBJ's Business Athlete of the Year and the Associated Press Female Athlete of the Year, Clark has dominated on every level. But not everyone's celebrating. Angel Reese isn't happy, and she's made it clear that she doesn't believe Clark deserved the honors.
It's been hard for me, but adjusting and just kind of have that mindset of just moving on has been something I try to give myself a little bit of grace.
Caitlin Clark is box office. She is a star. If Angel Reese was older, I would have gotten on her about what she just said. Because I would have been like, how naive can you be? But she is young. She's only 22.
Can you believe the drama that's unfolding right now? This has gone way beyond awards. It's turned into a full-blown rivalry that has everyone talking. But here's the catch. Only one side really seems to think it's a rivalry. One of these stars is getting attention for her incredible skill on the court, while the other, she's spending more time going viral on TikTok than making an impact in games.
What is your stance on that?
So my whole thing was when I got drafted, number 7. So I'm like, cool. The pressure is not even on me because I'm drafted 7, so the pressure shouldn't be up there. So I'm like, all right, cool. I can just hoop. I'm like, all right, cool.
It's because you started killing it.
Well, yeah.
And they're like, oh,
I'm still a rookie. I'm still figuring it out. Trying to figure things out.
Diving into a story that's shaking up the basketball world, and it's got everything. Caitlin Clark's incredible talent, her intense competitive drive, and Angel Reese's headline-grabbing antics. This is one you don't want to miss. So let's break it all down and take a closer look at why Clark's latest sweep of major awards has everyone talking.
Angel Reese is a wonderful player, but she does not compare to what and who Caitlin Clark is when she's on the basketball floor. Plain and simple.
Alright, let's get into the details of Caitlin Clark's incredible season and why she earned so many awards. What she accomplished on the court wasn't just impressive, it completely redefined what a breakout year looks like in the WNBA. Wondering how she pulled it off? Don't worry, we're about to break it all down for you.
Angel Reese spoke to the media. She didn't speak to the media after the game against Caitlin Clark, but a member of the Chicago Sky, the national title winner at LSU, and she talked about where all this attention started with her and Caitlin Clark.
My goal is to be one of the best players in the world. I wouldn't expect anything less. That's how Caitlin Clark put it, and she's living up to those words. What makes her season even more exciting is that it wasn't just about the numbers. Her performance had real impact. She was a major reason the Indiana Fever secured their first playoff spot in nearly 10 years. Clark didn't just shine individually, she helped change the direction of the entire team.
History for the Fever rookie! At this point, continue to be myself, and I think a lot of good will come from that.
What's even more incredible is the impact Caitlin Clark has made off the court. Her influence has been truly game-changing. During her rookie season, WNBA merchandise sales skyrocketed by 500%. That's right, a 6-fold increase. It's like her presence alone made everyone want a piece of the league. But it doesn't stop at merchandise. Clark has helped transform the entire WNBA. Viewership is way up, arenas are packed, and the league is reaching more fans than ever before.
This is a phenomenon. Caitlin Clark is a phenomenon.
Even sports economists are sitting up and taking notice. Thayer Lavielle, a leading expert, called Clark a lightning rod for women's basketball. She's not wrong. Clark's influence has become so monumental that people are likening her to Michael Jordan in terms of revolutionizing the game's popularity.
Sports economists are paying close attention now. Thayer Lavielle, a top expert in the field, called Caitlin Clark a lightning rod for women's basketball, and she's absolutely right. Clark's impact has been so huge that some are comparing her to Michael Jordan in how she's boosted the sport's popularity. Now let's talk numbers. Her rookie season alone is estimated to have generated a massive $36 million for the city of Indianapolis. That's the kind of influence that gets team owners and city leaders excited. Labial even predicts that the total value of professional women's basketball could grow by $1.6 billion over the next 3 years. Yes, billion with a B. That's real, game-changing impact.
I'm going to look at this the way I did with Michael Jordan. Now, she's not the Michael Jordan of her sport as far as athleticism, playing, dominating. But A'ja Wilson is the best player in the game. Not even a debate. But I'm talking about value now. Value to a franchise, value to a league, getting your team in the playoffs. They had the number 1 pick. They were the worst team last year. And there is value that I can attach to that.
So what does all this mean? Caitlin Clark isn't just a rising basketball star. She's a phenomenon who's reshaping the sport in real time. She's changing the game both on and off the court, bringing in a wave of new fans and generating major economic growth. Her impact goes far beyond stats, showing that she's exactly the kind of superstar the WNBA has needed to help take the league to the next level.
I'm talking about value. Michael Jordan was the most valuable player every single year because of what he meant to his team and what he meant to the league. And, oh, by the way, winning 6 titles. Can't argue with that. Caitlin Clark may not win titles. Las Vegas is still a great team. But the fact that she's doing what she's doing and at a very high level, you know, it's now commonplace where she'll go for 26 and 12. I mean, those are great numbers for any player, no matter how long you've been in the league.
Caitlin Clark's path to winning all these awards might seem like a clear, unstoppable rise, but the full picture is more complicated. Remember Angel Reese? She was the other rookie making waves and grabbing headlines. The media hyped up their so-called rivalry as the ultimate showdown, a season-long battle that had fans locked in. But when you really look at how things played out, you have to wonder, was this competition ever actually that close?
Reese, there's nothing that she does where you go, did you see her? Other than she plays really, really hard, and I liken her game to Moses Malone. Moses Malone was relentless. So it's not that I don't appreciate who she is or how she plays. There is no one like Caitlin Clark in the history of the WNBA.
The media couldn't stop comparing Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, building a storyline of 2 rising stars locked in a season-long battle. It felt like the perfect setup for a dramatic finish, as if they were destined to go head-to-head all year. But as the season went on, many started to question just how real this rivalry actually was. Was it truly competitive, or was it more hype than reality?
Saying Angel Reese is better than Caitlin Clark is saying Rodman was better than Michael Jordan, or Ben Wallace was better than Kobe, or even Andre Drummond was better than LeBron. And I shouldn't have to point out that Angel Reese is actually a poor defender.
The answer became clear when Caitlin Clark was named Rookie of the Year and earned a spot on the All-WNBA first team. This wasn't just a win, it was a strong, undeniable statement that ended any idea of a neck-and-neck race. Angel Reese, clearly upset, didn't hold back. She openly disagreed with the decision, saying Clark didn't deserve the honor. Her reaction added more fuel to the fire, dividing fans and sparking heated debates online. But it also raised a deeper question. Was Reese simply reacting emotionally, or was there something more behind her frustration?
Her attention, her notoriety is based off Caitlin Clark. Because she wins the national title, first thing she does, she mocks Caitlin Clark. And then she doesn't even celebrate with her teammates. So she's made it personal with Caitlin Clark. Then she's played off of it.
Here's the bigger picture. Clark isn't just competing for awards. She has an innate drive to be the best and perform at the highest level, transcending the game without the need for rivalries. Her skill isn't just intense, it was transformative, drawing unprecedented attention to women's basketball. This isn't just about a player, it's about elevating the entire sport and inspiring fans everywhere.
I thought scoring, yes, she's the all-time greatest scorer in the history of college basketball, men's or women's, but passing like this? I'm talking about gifted LeBron-esque bounce passing. I'm talking about gifted LeBron-esque two-handed, full court, touchdown pass kind of passing. The likes of which I don't see in the WNBA.
Even if it's not all because of her on-court performance, Angel Reese is still bringing major attention to women's basketball, and that's a win for the sport. Think about it, when was the last time 2 WNBA rookies created this much buzz? One is celebrated for her skill and poise, the other for her bold presence off the court. Social media is flooded with highlights, debates, and non-stop discussion. Games featuring Clark and Reese have drawn record-breaking audiences. These two aren't just players, they've become the driving force behind a movement that's brought women's basketball into the national spotlight.
That skinny white girl was the best thing that ever happened to the WNBA. She's already the most exciting and entertaining player in the league, the entire league, the one you can't take your eyes off of.
Clark's global recognition, though, is about much more than personal accolades. It's a clear signal that the WNBA is entering a new era. Her success isn't just about points scored or records broken. It's about impact. Caitlin Clark is drawing in fans like never before, creating buzz that transcends the court and injecting new energy into the league. She's not just being hailed as a star, she's being seen as a game changer, a once-in-a-generation figure capable of reshaping the entire landscape of women's basketball. But with that meteoric rise comes pushback. Not everyone in the WNBA community is celebrating the spotlight shining so brightly on Clark. Some veterans and legends of the game have raised valid concerns. Is the media obsession with one player overshadowing the depth of talent across the league? Is the narrative becoming too one-dimensional? These tensions speak to a deeper issue: how to balance the excitement of a new era with the respect and recognition that longtime players still deserve.
Asia Wilson is her name. Quote, "It doesn't matter what we all do as black women, we're still going to be swept underneath."
So why the pushback? For some, it comes down to fairness. They argue that many players, who've been grinding for years and contributing to the league's growth, aren't getting the recognition they've earned. Others worry that the non-stop hype around Clark could set her up with unrealistic expectations, or worse, shift the spotlight away from what makes basketball truly special: teamwork, chemistry, and the collective effort of a full roster. But here's the twist: this very tension might be exactly what the WNBA needs. The debates, the drama, the clashing perspectives, they're all keeping the league in the headlines. People are talking, arguing, engaging. And in a media world where attention is currency, the controversy surrounding Clark is doing what few marketing campaigns ever could. It's bringing in new fans, reigniting old ones, and keeping women's basketball front and center like never before.
Now you're going to cut down 22-year-old Caitlin Clark, who has single-handedly changed the game, brought in millions of other young fans, old fans. How about the ratings in college basketball for her? Record ratings. And now in her very short WNBA career, shattering records. Isn't that a win for everybody?
This isn't just about Clark, it's about what her rise means for the entire sport. Her success has reignited a much-needed conversation about how the WNBA markets its players and builds its brand. Some say the league should be doing more to spotlight all of its stars, not just the latest breakout name. But no one can deny the impact Clark has made. Her presence has been a game changer, injecting new energy, attracting massive attention, and helping push women's basketball into a bold new era.
Like, what are we doing and why? Please stop. Let's celebrate Caitlin Clark, celebrate her greatness, celebrate her courage to keep pushing through.
Clark didn't just break records, she obliterated them. She redefined what's possible in a rookie season and set a new standard for excellence in women's basketball. Her impact isn't limited to the stat sheet. She's raised expectations, inspired young athletes, and electrified a new wave of fans. Clark has shown that elite competition, skill, and star power in the women's game can capture the public's imagination just as powerfully as the men's side. Her presence has brought unprecedented visibility to the WNBA, and the most exciting part? She's only just getting started.
Caitlin Clark, you go, girl. Don't listen to these people. Keep going strong. Most of us are normal and have your back.
What's next for Clark and Reese? Their so-called rivalry has already brought massive attention to the league, but this feels like just the beginning. The next time they step on the court, remember, it's not just about who wins the game, it's about progress, growth, and the future of the sport. These two athletes are playing for something bigger than themselves. They're helping shape the future of women's basketball. And as for the WNBA in the Caitlin Clark era, one thing's certain, the ball is in her court now, and how she plays will help define the next generation of the game. Do you agree? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications so you never miss a moment. Click the video on your screen now, and we'll see you in the next one.